Our local Minnesota State Veterans Cemetery is earning national recognition, becoming the first in the country to meet every standard for operational excellence. But staff say this honor is really about the families they serve. Northern News Now's Kyrie Johnson has a story.
The Minnesota State Veterans Cemetery here in Duluth just won a National Operational Excellence Award. It makes them the first veteran cemetery in the entire nation to meet every single standard required for that honor. But staff here say it's not just about the award. It's about the pride behind the work that they do and what the national award means for the families they serve.
We see it every day when we have members of the public come in, and their first comment is how beautiful this location is.
The first veteran was laid to rest here in 2018, and last year alone, staff laid 228 veterans, family members, and dependents to rest.
It's a validation for us in that we are doing what is expected.
The compliance review that earned this cemetery the award measured 95 on-site standards, everything from grounds maintenance and headstone ordering to record keeping down to the health of the grass itself.
We like it to be a surprise for people to come out here and actually see how beautiful it really is.
But none of the hard work is for their own recognition.
We feel they deserve it. The families deserve it. The veterans here, they deserve the best treatment that we can possibly give.
And so the Veterans Cemetery is the first in the nation to earn 100% compliance on every inspectable standard.
This award is, of course, extremely important to us and our team, but even more so to the community that we serve.
And staff here say this goes far beyond a performance review. It's a promise kept to the heroes laid to rest here.
Even though this is a hard place to be at, we like to make it as joyful as possible.
The National Cemetery Administration inspects cemeteries on every 3-year basis. We'll have more information on our website about what's required for the award and what the inspection process looks like. In Saginaw, Kyrie Johnson, Northern News Now.
And the Duluth Veterans Cemetery is also having a memorial program this Sunday starting at 1:30 p.m.